So we created the best autofocusing system arguably in the alpha line in this camera. So we have 795 phase detection autofocusing points on the sensor itself, 30% better eye autofocus, or I like to call it pupil autofocus, because this enables us to do things that you're not used to doing on a professional video camera. Most videographers, when they hear autofocus, they just shut off and they think that you just can't use it because it's not as reliable as they need it to be. So not only are you able to do eye autofocus in photos, but of course you can do it in video. So I can be moving, my subject can be moving, I can be shooting at 1.8 and I can track the pupil of the eye wherever it goes. I can do full subject tracking by either touching the screen or moving my focusing point. The possibilities are really endless. And it's important to also remember, again, no compromises. You get full autofocus, the same autofocus in all modes, 4K 120p, full HD 240, and all bit rates in all shooting modes. So that's really important to remember, that there's no compromise in the autofocusing system. And it also focuses in near darkness. So the camera can see in near darkness, but it can also autofocus in near darkness. At -6 EV, it's able to shoot at f2 with -6 EV in complete darkness. It just gives you the ability to do things that you're just not used to being able to do. So, and when we say near darkness, I mean when I go outside and I can't see my hand in front of my face because it's so dark out, I'm able to record, I'm able to get beautiful imagery, and I'm also able to autofocus on someone's pupil at the same time. It's just really incredible. And beyond that, we even, for the first time in alpha, we've made lots of focusing parameters designed just for videographers. So now the transition speed, when you're going from one subject to the next, can be controlled in 7 different steps. So you can really get that nice simulated rack focus. And then also the subject recognition speed, where you can change from one subject to the next, you can change in 5 different speeds. So that way, if I'm following my subject and then another subject comes into play, I can have it just stay steadfast on that first subject instead of switching over. Or I can make it so it automatically switches over to that subject that's in the front, in the foreground, to be able to give you just a lot of creative freedom and really have that true cinematic look while maintaining autofocus. So it's really a tool that people can really rely on in terms of autofocus, and it becomes more like instead of having to manipulate that hardware to do what you needed to do, it becomes an extension of your creative vision. So you don't have to really think about the product. The hardware can do the work for you, and you just concentrate on what you need to do.